What's good, everybody? This is CP and I hope you're having an amazing day today. So I just wanted to quickly share with you an interesting idea that I recently came across from a book called Limitless by Jim Quick. And I'm not gonna lie, but this idea actually helped me study and learn and work a lot more efficiently. So it also helped me become more productive and gave me a lot more free time to do the stuff I love. So if you currently feel stuck with studying, learning, or work and feel like you're wasting too much time, not getting enough done, you might want to try this out to see if it can help you become more efficient as well. So let's not waste any more time and 走起吧. Basically, research has shown that our natural ability to focus and concentrate wanes between 10 to 40 minutes. And if we spend any more time on a given task, then we get a diminishing return on investment with our time because our attention starts to wander elsewhere. To me, this kind of makes sense because back in my school days, I was one of those students who tried to cram for exams the night before. And usually by the second or third hour, I start to read a lot slower and can barely get through a chapter, let alone one page of study material. Needless to say, I wasn't an A+ student or even an A- student, which was a huge disappointment to my parents. I'm sorry, Mom, but this is another reason why I decided to make this crappy channel because hopefully I can help you get your A+ and become a more efficient learner. So in the book, they suggest a method called the Pomodoro technique. And overall, the technique is quite straightforward in that for whatever task you're doing, let's say you're studying for a test, you would set a timer for 25 minutes, study until the time is up, then take a 5-minute break, go back to studying, and you do that for 4 times. Then after your 4th Pomodoro, so your 4th segment, you would take a longer break, so around 15 to 30 minutes, and then return to the task again and go through the cycle again with the 4 segments. So basically, I used myself as a human guinea pig and I tried this technique for my learning and for my work. And I'm not gonna lie, but it felt like I got a lot more done in one day than I normally would in 2 to 3 days. And the main reason is because our memory is related to the effects of something called primacy and recency. In that we're more likely to remember something that you have learned at the beginning of a session and at the end. For example, if you take study breaks, you're able to create more beginnings and endings. Essentially, this gives you a better chance to retain more information. Another example that was used in the book is if you sit down and read a book for 2 straight hours, you might be able to remember the first 20 minutes really well, but then there's a good chance that you'll experience a dip around the 30-minute mark. And finally, you'll regain your focus and remember the last 30 minutes of the book a bit better. For this particular example, they say there's a good chance that there's a lot of dead space for your brain to obtain information from minute 30 to minute 90. Since your brain is gradually getting more tired and mentally you're losing focus as time goes on. In a sense, I really agree with this idea because I think study breaks and work breaks are very, very underrated these days. Sometimes I have those days where I feel like I have to work 4 hours straight with no breaks to be as productive as possible. But over time, I learned that I was very wrong in that sense. Because ever since I started implementing this technique into my everyday life, I feel so much more refreshed and re-energized and more productive than without taking any breaks at all. So if you feel like you're wasting a lot of time getting very little done, you might want to try this technique out to see if you can skyrocket your productivity or help it a little bit at least. And if this technique works for you, please let me know in the comments section below. And if you know of any other techniques that are good for learning or that has helped you improve in the past, feel free to share them below as well because my goal here is to help everybody, including myself of course, be the best versions of themselves as possible. Remember, it's never too late to learn and to do great things in life. So I hope everybody goes out and kills it today. 走起吧